then obviously after the removal of lane top, I think mid lane.
Here comes a play on a Faker, exhausted. Zon keeps away from the wall, not quick to get the slow. There's a flash to chase. First blood into Perkz.
All I hear is so many excuses from AD carry players who can't play AD carry.
Yeah.
It's just the funnel guy.
I think
Try playing bot lane and see how it feels.
Perkz is moving from the mid lane into the AD carry role, or marksman, I guess you call it nowadays.
This, you got your ultimate available? I don't need to dive.
All right, no you don't, but will Upset need to dive. Ignite is thrown down, Flash used defensively, Perkz chases him down. It was a pixel perfect Void Seeker.
Basically, I had some like kind of pain around this area and like at the bottom of my thumb, I guess. That's how I call it, the palm, yeah.
Maybe we see the Caulfield's next just to max out, but for now we're going to turn our attention to the bot lane. The play is starting to kick off with Deed, now potentially going to get run down. Your Perkz with no mana, but wants one more auto, is going to go over to Mikyx in the end. Bot lane from G2 once again, dominating.
Role swaps don't happen very often in competitive League of Legends. So when Perkz, one of the best mid laners in Europe, decided to play AD carry, people weren't sure about how it would work out. But he did it in part because one support player was worth it. Mikyx was so good that Perkz was willing to throw his legacy aside and risk it all on a role swap. The pair was underestimated over and over again, but despite a wrist injury, despite the doubters, despite the history of role swaps, their success created one of the best bot lane duos in the world. After placing top 4 at Worlds 2018, G2 made a series of roster changes that shocked the community and proved that they weren't going to settle for good enough.
We have decided to make an incredibly radical lineup change. As you guys know, we are picking Caps, former Fnatic mid laner, as a mid laner for us. Perkz is moving from the mid lane into the AD carry role, or marksman, I guess you call it nowadays.
G2 dropped their bot lane before signing Caps, Fnatic's superstar mid laner and rival to Perkz, as well as Mikyx, Misfit's star support. But long before the signing was even confirmed, when rumors were still spreading, everybody was asking the same question. What the fuck was G2 doing?
So I didn't believe the rumors were true. I genuinely couldn't get my head around Perkz moving to bot lane and Caps moving to mid. I'm fascinated to see how it will work out because on paper, this is one of the strongest mechanical teams that I think Europe has ever produced. However, will that many stars be able to coordinate and cooperate? I don't know.
G2's star mid laner gave up his position to his biggest rival, not just because he wanted to play AD carry, but because he wanted to play AD carry with Mikyx.
I had my eyes on Mikyx for a while. I was basically like watching Mikyx and Hans duo queue, and they were really, really good, and they were like so high rank. They were like almost like 1 KLP or something in challengers. So I thought, oh, this guy is really, really fucking good. You know, I want to play with him. When I tilt, he tells me, no, it's okay, or let's play one more, or you did fine. And same when I do something very good in game, Mikyx like makes sure that I know that it's something good, so he like compliments me and like makes me feel special, you know.
By role swapping, Perkz had put himself in a difficult position. In the history of competitive League of Legends, few players had ever done it and found real success.
Well, it was a bit shaky, a bit rocky, because I'm playing a new role and I'm not really familiar with like all the matchups and everything, and I'm not really like super confident yet, but I'm quite confident that I will become the best.
By putting together a roster with so much of Europe's best talent, G2 had gone all in.
The creation of this new G2 roster, picking up so much fantastic talent. I think Mikyx is a really underappreciated pickup. The fact that he is such a talented support, going to be paired up with a mechanical powerhouse that is Perkz. I'm excited to see how this duo will work out.
Perkz had a shot of rising to the occasion and dominating in his second role, joining the ranks of players like theScore and Ambition.
I chose to do it because I thought that I could be the best in like what I do, like playing both, right? And it was the best chance of me to get a good roster. So yeah, I think that's the best possible roster I could get, and that's why I did it.
But there was also a chance he'd crash and burn. And while the community was excited to see Perkz' potential, some analysts were cautious about how this would all pan out.
I mean, what is G2 gonna do? I mean, honestly, it's a trick question.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I think there's a better likelihood the team crashes and burns and fails than succeeds. Now, can it work? Yes, of course. It's the whole point of super teams. But I'm not going to buy into the hype yet. I need to see what Perkz is going to do as an AD carry. I need to see if Perkz can bring his leadership and his mentorship from this role, which traditionally has not been a role that has allowed captains or leaders or callers to succeed. Once they prove to me it'll work, then I will believe that G2 can finally be good in the international scene consistently. But until then, it's a super team curse that I'm more afraid of.
But as for Perkz, he wasn't about to let other people's failures dictate his decisions.
A lot of people were saying that I can't do it. A lot of people were saying that I'm just too arrogant. A lot of people were, I don't know, flaming me for being worse than Caps and then going to bottom for it. You know, it was just a lot of funny things I was reading. You know.
When we were talking about Luka playing AD, I had a few doubts, but after playing with him in like just solo queue and talking to him, he was really confident. And after playing with him as well in solo queue, I got a lot of confidence as well, and I thought he was going to be really insane. And so far, he's proving it.
All right, there's an early flash from Perkz already, but look at the turnaround damage. Mikyx going low, defensive flash. Mikyx survives. First blood picked up by Perkz. Caps gets the dunk. Now on the back end, Perkz, he manages to pick up his 200th kill in playoffs. Mikyx goes in with the Abyssal Void. Patrick is already chunked down very, very low. Whirling Death will fly out and come back, and way too late. Now Nukeduck jumping in the back. Pop Blossom from Perkz. AP Nico does so much damage. Nukeduck unable to kill Mikyx, but Cold goes down. Caps puts the hammer down. Cataclysm from Yangos picks up another. Perkz picks up a third. G2 esports are destroying Origin.
G2 dominated, even destroying Origin in 74 minutes and 32 seconds. The fastest time for a playoff series in European League history, and captured their 5th championship in the process.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Twitch chat, press F to pay respect because OG's funeral is coming up. G2 esports are looking at the Nexus. Origin, they're trying to fight back, but they cannot do it. Origin are crumbling to G2. Europe kneels to its champion, G2 esports. The world awaits G2. This is the most dominant team Europe has ever produced. No team has ever won a game quicker than this.
There was just one small issue.
Basically, I had some kind of pain around this area and like at the bottom of my thumb, I guess. That's how I call it, the palm, yeah. So for the past month or so, last 3 weeks, I think, I haven't played a single solo queue game, and I've played, I think, 8 games in total.
Even though Mikyx was the starting support for most of the spring split, behind the scenes, G2 were playing Promiscue, their support substitute in many of their scrims.
I'd also like to thank Campus, or Promiscue, and I think he's really underrated, and I think he gets really undeserved flack, I guess, by the community. And I really just like to thank him for subbing in for me, whenever I couldn't really play.
These days, esports has the infrastructure to support players dealing with injuries. Even a few years ago, Mikyx probably would have had to play through the pain, suffering irreparable damage and potentially ending his career prematurely.
I mean, I go to a physiotherapist already for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and I've been to a doctor as well, and yeah. Basically, I just have to go through a bunch of physio sessions and not play much and hope it gets better. So yeah, it's been kind of boring, but hopefully now I'm gonna have 3-week rest and probably gonna try to not play much, probably not at all. And yeah, hopefully it gets better for playoffs.
It might seem like Mikyx and Perkz were playing together a lot during this period, but at the highest level of professional league, the bot lane duo needs so much more practice together than what they get on stage. So they were lagging behind the rest of the competition.
Well, we've been playing more with Mikyx now than before, but he still doesn't play solo queue, so we don't really get to practice me and him. But I think we played really good together anyways, so I'm just happy to play with him, even though we get so few games on stage or in scrims together. Now I can cherish those moments more.
The other fascinating thing about Perkz and Mikyx is the way that Perkz decided to play AD carry, or rather, the way he decided not to.
They catch Mikyx and Perkz off guard and they find themselves first blood, but Mythic...
Oh, what was that? Getting caught out by that root that you just talked about.
And that's just careless from Mythic.
Traditionally, AD carries play marksman, ranged carries that scale throughout the game. And while Perkz has played his fair share of Lucian mid, he brought a slightly different champion pool to the bot lane.
Perkz Yasuo in the bottom lane. He's been playing 80 carries. Some of us may have forgotten about his tendencies and his history as a mid laner, but Yasuo bot lane, of course, a true terror, and even stronger now on this patch. Perkz now roaming up, could run into Maxlord. This would be terrible. Goodbye, Maxlord.
Oh, crit, dead.
Reminder. Ban this champion. Perkz is very good, that's why he got this lead, but this will happen to you in solo queue too.
He can play every champ in the game. So we can like flex a lot of picks and just whenever a champ becomes meta, he's like, oh, I can play this.
Though ADCs have been playing non-marksman lanes for over a year, Perkz immediately stood out as one of the most creative players in the role. He took his aggressive mid lane playstyle and transferred it to the bot lane. Not only did this force his opponents to react to him, it also forced Mikyx to change up his game.
He plays really well already. I like all the traditional ADs. And he plays really aggressive, so I really like it.
Playing with Mikyx has been great because he like kind of fuels me to play aggressive, and the only thing is that we have to control ourselves, and that's what we are learning to do because we are a new bot lane and I'm a new bot laner in general. So yeah, I am trying to be more disciplined, but turret diving is definitely one of our specialties.
And now I'm looking for the Cocoon. There's a teleport coming in as well. Jacktroll and Attila are already being targeted. That's a double root, but it's already a dead bird as Jankos will set up the first kill with the help of Caps.
But with a few weeks to go until MSI, Mikyx posted an emotional message to Instagram, saying that due to the nature of his injury, Promiscu would be traveling with the team to Vietnam, and Mikyx's chances of playing at the tournament were iffy at best.
So far I've played like 2 games a day of scrims. So I think I'll keep doing that. But yeah, it kind of sucks if we're gonna go to Korea bootcamp and like I won't be able to really play the solo queue or scrim against the good teams. So it's kind of bittersweet, I guess.
But 2 weeks before the tournament, G2's medical team gave Mikyx the green light to compete at MSI. After months of pain, uncertainty, and his own body holding him back, Mikyx was let loose.
Hey guys, I just decided that I'll be playing tomorrow on stage of MSI because I think my hands are feeling a lot better, and yeah, I really want to play against SKT and IG, and then I'll see after that, but I think I could probably play all the games in the tournament because I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully see you tomorrow on the stage.
In those 2 weeks, Mikyx and Perkz practiced around the clock, and by the time MSI rolled around, G2's unconventional bot lane duo were ready to show the world just what they were capable of.
Even if it's me playing a new role, if it's us not playing with our main support for a long time, like even if all these obstacles that we like had to overcome to even win Europe, I'm still confident in us winning the whole thing, and that's just the feeling that you don't really get to have often. So I don't know if it's SKT or IG, I just want to win, right?
Here, I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised by just how well Mikyx and Perkz are playing. They've gotten 2 or 3 duo kills in lane just across this tournament. They have been actually dominant as a duo, I would say, overall, and we knew they were good, but to actually step up so well has been impressive.
Looking for the Black Shield if it's available. Gonna throw him down a little bit late. Exhaust is buying some time. Soul Shackles into stopwatch. Wily Death comes out, and G2 obliterate the first kill. But it's ADC for ADC, as a dash and a pop and a dazzle means that Caps gets on the board. Now Rather's taken down, and Hanabi runs for his life. Teddy has already recalled and teleported back to lane. He's sitting on that Sheen. Caulfield's Warhammer for Perkz as he gets caught out. Take a look at the minimap. Faker's coming from mid lane. Perkz gets first blood onto Mata. Teddy is trying to step forward. The taunt is going to come out. Caps is trying to find the kill. Mata's in trouble. Faker's low, but they've already got one onto Mata. Where is Teddy? Follow his HP bar. Khan flashes up the wall. Teddy's dead. Jankos is in the pit. G2 Esports have been gifted and donated a Baron from SKT. That's a dunk from Wonder. Death from below for the double, for the ace, for the Baron and the base. Where were you when the West rose up to conquer champions? G2 Esports eliminates SK Telecom. North America face Europe at the MSI Finals.
The semifinals saw Mikyx and Perkz defeat SKT's fearsome bot lane duo of Teddy and Mata, toppling the Korean powerhouse 3-2, which set up a historic EU versus NA Grand Finals against Team Liquid.
I mean, this is history, and NA versus EU Finals is something people dreamed about since the early days of League.
Great positioning there from Core JJ to keep his AD carry alive.
They're gonna go.
Ooh, they're going on Xmithy.
They know Double isn't there. The slow is there on a Tom Kench. He can eat it for a little bit, but he's gonna be knocked up. And here comes the TVs from everyone else. They try to buy some time, but Core JJ gonna die yet again. No TV for Double. Instead it's Swain here, and the Gangplank as well. The barrels come in, but there's no chain. He's gonna flash back to safety. The knockup coming in. They're gonna get yet another one. A double kill for Perkz.
And G2 lead the game with 3 kills at 6 minutes.
Here's the engage by Wonder once again as they look for these kills. A big chop and a knockup in the back line. It's already 1 kill. Make it a second as the Team Liquid members are falling fast and furious. G2 Esports in commanding fashion will take Game 1 of the 2019 MSI Finals. Europe versus North America, and G2 strikes first.
Mikyx and Perkz destroyed Doublelift and Core JJ, TL's very own revered bot lane duo, and swept NA's strongest team 3-0 in 70 minutes and 43 seconds, making it the fastest best of 5 in International League history.
And G2 ripped through the hearts of Team Liquid and North American fans as they secure themselves in the top of the world.
There is no chance TL comes back from this. They're already on to the Nexus turrets. This is what peak League of Legends looks like, and it comes from Europe. A world record. G2 Esports 3-0 will win MSI 2019.
Mikyx and Perkz are the perfect encapsulation of G2's presence in League of Legends. Bold, mechanically talented, and open to new creative ideas, they're a duo that approaches the game in a different way.
How me and Mikyx started was by dual queuing and diving in bot level 2 every single game. And then if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it sucks, we try again.
They subscribe to the idea that no strategy or champion is off limits as long as you can show that it works.
Yeah, whenever we're in draft, it's just really fun. Like we pick one champ and we discuss where it's gonna go. It can go bot, top, jungle, mid, support, because we all play a lot of champs.
It's this idea of the creativity, that they don't play standard League of Legends, that they will change up the tempo of the game, the course of the game, and they will force you to play reactive. They will force you to play on their terms.
This thinking requires an inherent trust in the other player's judgment, something that extends to all of G2.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been playing a lot of AD carries. But we were going into game 5 and Perkz said if I get a mage then it's 3-win. So we gave Perkz a mage.
That trust, that creativity, it's a big part of how G2 won MSI.
Even then with no practice, like we were actually winning our lanes. We have a lot of trust in each other, and that's a bit too much. So we win together really hard or we lose together really hard.
It's how they've been able to stay on top this summer in Europe too. G2 win because they aren't afraid to shirk convention.
Here's the thing, they can play whatever the fuck they want, it's unbelievable, so... And then you have a really creative coaching staff that also allows them with their madness. They pick heroes because they like the skin, not because it makes sense in their setup. It doesn't make any sense.
Looking ahead to Worlds though, assuming G2 make it, things could be a little different. The world has seen G2's playstyle now, and other teams will probably be more ready for them. But whatever happens at Worlds, you can't take that MSI trophy away from G2. Even in the face of injury, adversity, and limited practice time, Perkz and Mikyx went into a tournament packed with the best talent in the world and played their game.
I mean, this guy has gone through so much this year, working through injuries, coming out onto the international stage and performing so well. It's got to be a good feeling.
There's always some part of you that wants to like prove everyone wrong, prove everyone right as well, whoever like believed in me. And I'm mostly doing it for myself as well. I want to enjoy what I'm doing and not be clouded by just winning the games.
When it was all over, Perkz lifted his first international trophy after playing his second professional role for just one split.
It's quite something that me moving to a new role would actually result in me winning my first international title after only 3 months of playing with this team. It seems just quite surreal.
And his lane partner stood beside him, lifting history with his own hands.
G2 Esports, the best team in the world!
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring that notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.